Welcome to Lyra Pulse, where we decode the big shifts shaping businesses, technology, and innovation. I am Dhananjay, and I am here with Abhishek as we deep dive into one of the hottest and most misunderstood opportunities in India right now, that is, electric vehicle.
That's right. Everyone's talking about EVs, from flashy launches to billion-dollar valuations. But underneath the surface, the real strategy question is this: is the Indian EV market becoming a brutal, crowded battleground? Or is there space still to create a blue ocean of uncontested growth?
In this episode, we'll cut through the hype. We'll unpack where the EV wars are heating up, where smart players are quietly building long term advantages, and why India's EV future might look very different from Europe, China, or the US.
So, whether you're an entrepreneur, an investor, or just someone trying to make a sense of all the EV noise, this conversation will give you a fresh strategic lens. Let's get started. Dhananjay, the Indian EV market feels like it's on fire right now. But if we step back, we must ask, is this a brutal battleground or a wide open blue ocean?
Honestly, Abhishek, it's both, depending on how you look at it. Today, we are seeing a battleground price wars, range battles, charging speed hypes. But if you think a little ahead, the real opportunity lies in creating a blue ocean, playing a completely different game.
Yes. So let's start by setting the scene. Today, the EV penetration is roughly 6% in passenger cars, 14% in two wheelers, and over 50% for electric three wheelers in India. The government wants 30% of all the vehicles to be electric by 2030. But realistic, we are just getting started.
Right, and the battlefield is crowded. In four wheelers, you have Tata Motors dominating early, but now Mahindra, Hyundai, BYD, and soon even Maruti Suzuki are racing in. In two wheelers, it's a street fight. Ola Electric, Ather, TVS, Bajaj, Hero, and dozen of startups. Everyone is competing on three things: lower prices, higher ranges, faster charging. But honestly, that's the race to the bottom.
Yeah, and it reminds me of the early smartphone market in India. Everyone piling in, margins vanishing, and customers just chasing deals.
Exactly. Battleground thinking is incremental. Can I save 10,000 off? Can I offer 10 km more range? It's exhausting. And you are fighting over the same 5% of early adopters again and again.
That's why smart players are starting to shift their thinking. They're asking, how do I create new demand rather than just fighting for existing demand?
Exactly. This is Blue Ocean Strategy 101. Instead of competing harder, you make competition irrelevant. You create a new customer segment, new experiences, new business models.
And it's happening already, right? Look at Ola Electric, not just scooters, but a whole hypercharger network, battery innovation, and now car plans. Also, Ather Energy, treating scooters as smart connected devices, pushing software upgrades over the air, predictive maintenance, Apple for scooters.
And interestingly, the traditional giants like Maruti, Honda, Hyundai, they are moving very cautiously, almost defensively. That gives new age players a real first mover advantage.
But Dhananjay, the biggest blind spot right now: customization and personalization. EVs are fundamentally different from petrol cars. The powertrain is modular, software defines performance, and hardware is more flexible. You could easily offer vehicles personalized for city riders, rural delivery fleets, young urban customers, and high mileage commercial users. But no one doing this seriously yet.
Exactly. We are still stuck in selling one size fits all scooters and cars. Imagine if a farmer could buy a rugged solar charging EV tuk tuk designed specifically for village needs, or an urban millennial could pick up their scooter's battery size, top speed, even dashboard layout all online.
It's a huge opportunity because personalization is equal to emotional ownership, and emotional ownership leads to pricing power. Customer will pay more when they feel it's their product.
And here is another hidden blue ocean: aftermarket services. In 5 years, the real profits won't come from selling AVs. They'll come from remote diagnostics, software feature unlocks, battery lifecycle services, and predictive maintenance subscriptions.
Tesla already does this brilliantly. You buy a Tesla and you're paying for software upgrades, energy plans, even in car entertainment over the air. That's a recurring revenue flywheel. In India, whoever cracks the first will be their own customer far beyond the initial sale.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, too many players here are obsessed with hitting volumes targeted, fueled by government subsidies and short term thinkings. Because when subsidiaries like FAME 2 shift or dry up, and eventually it will, many of today's EV startups could collapse overnight.
Exactly. And building a sustainable EV business in India requires frugal innovation, not just copying what worked in Europe or China. You need affordable battery packs, serviceable design for rural areas, local supply chain for motors and controllers, smart low cost home and office chargers.
Agree. Plus, a new mindset around charging infrastructure is there. Everyone is obsessed with ultra fast 350 kilowatt chargers like in Europe. But for 90% of Indian users, simple AC charging at home, work, malls will be enough if it's accessible, reliable, and cheap.
And let's not forget non customers, the people are currently not even considering EVs. Think about rural workers needing a rugged, simple EVs, delivery fleets wanting predictable TCO, not just fancy tech, first time two wheelers buyers looking for the value and ease. Whoever design EVs and business model for these non customers will open up massive new markets instead of fighting over urban elites.
Exactly. It's not just about tech forward solutions, it's about India forward solutions. Rugged, repairable, affordable, and adaptable.
To sum it up, today's EV market in India is absolutely a battleground. Players slashing prices, government tweaking incentives, startups burning cash to buy market share.
But the real winners will emerge by creating a blue ocean, owning customer ecosystems, building profitable recurring services, serving non traditional EV customers, and innovating frugal for the Indian reality, not the Western ideal.
It's not about winning the current race, it's about building the next highway altogether.
And the history will remember not the ones who fought the bloodiest battles, but the ones who quietly built the future of Indian mobility.
Well said, Dhananjay. The battleground is messy today, but the ocean is blue for those who dare to swim towards it.
And on that note, we bring this episode of Lyra Pulse to an end. Thank you to all the listeners for tuning in. See you in the next episode as we continue our journey into the EV segment.